we're camping. So we have been doing some shorts. Well, Jen has. Jen's been killing it when it comes to shorts, reels, TikToks, Facebook videos, Instagram, about all the stuff that we've been doing. But we decided, you know what, we need to get a long video out there, because maybe some of y'all haven't been catching those.
Yeah. So welcome to our campsite, which is our front yard.
Yeah, and right behind us is our kitchen.
Yep, so if you've seen any of our videos, you know where our camper sits, and we decided that we were going to camp and take a little adventure. We didn't want to go to a campground because it's just crazy expensive these days, and it's just a lot of work. So we decided we don't have to move it. We can still camp and have an adventure and have a blast as a family in our front yard, because we're on a farm anyway. Like, why do we need to go escape to nature? What was that?
It was a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, besides the animals, it's been really fun, because we also we have a pool here.
Oh, he is climbing up to that. Okay.
Spicy. Come here.
You want to say hello? Say hello.
Say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so we have a pool here, we have a side by side here, we got basketball goals, we got all the stuff that a campground would have. We got football nets and things like that. So
why go pay for it?
Exactly.
It's just silly.
That's right. And also, we still have a business to run.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that we still have to work, and it's kind of a trial run, because we'll figure it out in the future, but we don't know where things are headed right now with everything going on and the lawsuit and everything. So we're just gonna see if we can still live this life. Because we've done it before. We used to live in a camper for a few months, completely off the grid. There were no conveniences, no water, nothing. And it was the two hottest months of the year, July and August. That was when Wyatt was a baby, and I was pregnant with Braylon.
Yeah, so it was even worse.
So we did it then, and then if you followed us, you know that we lived in our pole barn for 5 years, which was semi-off-grid. It was not a regular house by any means. We didn't have flushing toilets, all that fun stuff.
And we didn't have water till the last year.
And we did that for 5 years, and we loved it. We obviously changed that a lot when we came here. We upgraded to all the conveniences and a beautiful stone house that we love with all of our hearts, and this whole farm that we love. But sometimes when you have had a journey like that and an adventure like that, it's really hard to let go of it, and you just kind of want to go back, because it truly is the simple life. So we're seeing if we are still those people, and so far we are. So as far as that kind of content, if that's what you're into, and if you enjoy that, we're posting once to two, sometimes 3 times a day on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube Shorts. But YouTube's really weird, and it can only be a minute, and most of the time it is only a minute, but sometimes it'll go a few seconds over and it gets cut off. So if you're watching the shorts and you're like, these are weird, it just keeps cutting them off.
Jesus.
They're fine.
Everything's fine. Shoo!
If you're wondering where the ends of those videos are, go to the other platforms and watch there, because they get the full thing.
With the business side being said, we are running the 20% off sale right now. So if you spend $20 or more, you get 20% off. Spend $50 or more, you get free shipping on top of that 20% off. And we are starting to bottle all of those things now. So if it says pre-order, you're not gonna have to wait 6 to 8 weeks like it would say. We're talking a week or two, probably less, because we are starting to bottle all that up. So that is thestivershomestead.com if you're interested. And some of those things that I'm talking about are like everybody's new favorite weight loss tincture, the chickweed. We got 10 gallons of that bad boy brewed up. And so there will be hopefully plenty of stock for everyone that wants it this time, because it usually runs out the day that we post it. So if you're wanting that, go get it right now. Like, go ahead and get it, because there's plenty of stock of it, and we'll get it out to you as soon as it's bottled up.
And it's on sale, so perfect timing.
Yeah.
Other stuff like mullein, astragalus, all those wonderful tinctures that y'all love.
Dandelion root. Yes,
all of those are on sale and in stock or on pre-order. Like he said, will be bottled very soon. So go ahead and get it and grab it now.
Yeah, and we're moving into we're about to change season, right? And so what I always try to tell people, that elderberry, that crud be gone, allergy and sinus, those tinctures that are really popular in that time frame, you can get them now before the heat's on them, because once it's allergy season, it's hard to keep those in stock. So all of those are ready for you to purchase right now. So I want to dive in a little bit more about the camping, because one, like she said, it's for us something fun to do, because the kids finish their schooling, their homeschooling.
And they're getting ready to start again.
Exactly, they're going to start next week. So we just wanted to pack up these 2 weeks and do some fun stuff. So we went to Dollywood last week, and then now we're doing this week. And so it's just giving them some fun. Outside of that, is like what she said, we don't know what the future holds. But I can tell you, it's like we live on a farm in a subdivision house.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds silly, but because of what we had beforehand, having everything for the last 4 years, it just, you feel like every month you're going less and less outside. It's like, well, it's just too hot today, you know, so let's just stay inside in the AC and chill down. Let's have our conveniences of sitting in there. Also the walls, right? There's so many walls. There's an upstairs that's basically just the kids. So once they're up there and we're downstairs, it's like we hardly ever see each other. And then the living room and the kitchen are completely separated. So even when we're cooking, you can't really have other people in there. So we're always separated, it seems like, and we're not doing as much outside stuff as we used to.
We absolutely love our house.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't picture a more beautiful, perfect home. I mean, it is my dream home.
Right.
And we've loved it and enjoyed it for these 4 years. But it's also been kind of coupled with a lot of anxiety and depression, and that comes from everything that we've had to go through, which we will explain one day. We just can't get into full detail right now.
We're really hoping the end is near, and
Yes.
then we can actually talk about it.
Yes. But, you know, when you feel so like anxious and down and depressed, you convince yourself out of doing the things that you once loved and enjoyed and did every day, and you kind of just wait for the day to pass and get to the next day, because the next day is going to be the same thing, and you have all this stress bottled on your shoulders and all the grief that we've had to go through. It's just been a lot. It's been a really long and hard 4 years, but also an amazing 4 years. It's just, you know, blessing and curse. Those things go hand in hand. So yeah, it's just kind of gotten where it is, and you know, before it gets out of hand, we just want to look at it and say, let's fix this. Like, let's be who we know we are truly inside. We love camping, we love being outdoors, we love our farm, we love our animals, all of the hobbies that we used to have, we still have. They've just been pushed down by a lot of grief and sadness, but
yeah, and we did
not this week.
Right, not this week. And like you said, it's about occupying your mind.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've been trying to do that since we've been here, like trying to find different things that really draw our interest, that can occupy our mind. That way we're not always thinking about bills. We're not always thinking about taxes. We're not always thinking about the lawsuit. We're not always thinking about two dads, a grandma. Was that it?
No,
there's more.
Grandpa.
Oh, my other grandpa, all dying in 4 years. Mom back and forth from the property. It's so easy to consume yourself with that. And so we're saying this not as an excuse, but we're saying, you're right. It's made us lazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just the pure facts of it. It's made you lazy to where you don't want to really work for those things, because all your mind is consumed with the trauma, the loss, the grief, things like that. Yeah. And so then when you get up and you're like, I'll just stay in this house.
Yeah.
But when you keep your mind busy, that's when things change. That's when your personality changes, your mind, body, spirit, everything's in a better place. So when you're living in a life that requires a little bit more work, it allows you to kind of, I don't want to say move on, but just not think about everything else. So, you know, like this, like the heat, for example. The heat is always going to be one that is that's tough to handle, right? It was at the pole barn. We felt it here this week because it's like the hottest few days that you could possibly go camping. But it's like, what did we do when we lived in our pole barn? We usually went somewhere. So yesterday we went out and we did a little grocery shopping. And so you really schedule around what the weather's going to do, on what you're going to do with your kind of off-griddy style that you're living.
And then you get through it.
Yeah.
And then you look back and you're like, that was a really fun day, even though it was hot. Who cares?
Yeah. And so us and the kids are talking more. We're hanging out more. The kids absolutely love it. I mean, I think we, with a 11-year-old and about to be 9-year-old, I think we were worried that they're in that like preteen area where they're going to be like, I don't want to do that again. But they have fully shocked us.
Well, they kind of teeter the line.
Yeah.
But this week they're more on the side of, okay, we've missed, you know, doing all this stuff together. We've missed the way things used to be. And so we're embracing that.
Right.
Before they do get older and teeter the line to where they don't want to hang out with us and we have to beg them or force them to.
Right.
So that's where we are. That's what we're doing. And with that being said, there's going to be all kinds of camping content. Maybe not in long form video. It's just really hard to do that. But the shorts, seriously, 1 to 3 times a day we post. Yeah. They're so easy to find. I mean, they're here on YouTube. Even if you don't want to leave YouTube, they're right here. And if you do, if you are on those other platforms, they're all over all the other platforms as well. They're really fun. We really do have a lot of fun. Like, we're building a big community. We're talking to each other. We're laughing, and the content is fun, wholesome, family not just camping, but all kinds of other stuff.
It's a lot like it used to be with us.
Yeah.
It's vlogging, but camp style. If you saw the last one, I accidentally sprayed her with a bunch of water, and it was really funny. So there's stuff like that that's in there.
Yeah.
It's just easier to grab our phone, shoot some shots, do some voiceovers, stuff like that, but you really get to see the life that we're living.
Yeah, and we've explained before, we will continue to do long videos here and there when we can, but it's just, we don't want to sit in front of a laptop, especially not when we're doing this with the kids. We don't want them staring at us on a laptop editing a video for hours too much. So the short form is where it's at right now, and we hope you join us. If not, then maybe you'll decide to one day.
Yeah.
We love it.
But other than that, yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, make sure you're checking out the store and all the sales that are going on and getting what you want. But we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, we love you.
Till the next one.
Bye.
Bye.